Boxing King Media in association with Boxro out here in Jeddah with Manny Robles. Your second time in Saudi Arabia. How are you finding the experience compared to the first time?
Well, it's great. It's always good to come back to Saudi Arabia, man. I'm excited to be here, happy to be here in a different city now in Jeddah, so it's beautiful.
Are you feeling a different vibe? Obviously, last time you was here, you was part of the main event in the home corner, and obviously this time, obviously with the Ramla Ali slightly down the undercard.
It's always exciting to be in and take part in such a great card. I'm here with Ramla now, excited for her. She'll be the first female to fight in Saudi Arabia, so she'll be making history along with her opponent.
Obviously, you got a lot of boxing experience. Did you ever imagine in your lifetime you're going to be in Saudi Arabia with a female fighter? Because obviously everyone has preconceptions of countries and places. Did you ever think you'd be doing this?
For someone like myself, where I come from, I mean, this isn't supposed to happen. You know what I mean? So I'm extremely blessed and grateful for being here, first of all, and the opportunity to be here, and obviously to represent Ramla Ali as she'll be making history. And it's a blessing, man. I mean, all the way around, I'm happy, I'm excited, and be with so many great people, great environment. It doesn't get any bigger than this, definitely.
Ramla's fighting somebody who's a knockout puncher on paper. Obviously, Ramla's showed a lot of skills. She was unlucky not to stop her previous opponent in a massive. She brought a lot of fans to the O2. How was that? Was an experience for you as well? At the O2 with Ramla with all them fans.
Yeah, it was awesome. I mean, it's just like you mentioned, about a little bit over a month ago, I was in London, and here we are now in Saudi Arabia. It's always great to be part of such big cards. You know what I mean? And what they're doing with Ramla is they're moving her right along up in the rankings, and with every fight, her opponents are only getting tougher. And obviously, the ultimate goal is to fight for a world title and win a world title. But we can't look past this opponent here. She's tough. She's got a great record. She's got a great knockout record, and there's a reason why she's here. And to be in a card such as this one, it's only right to match her up with a good opponent such as her. So you should expect fireworks.
Can we see anything different from her? Is she wanting to make a statement and maybe try and stop her opponent? Because she's got all the skills, and for the amount of fights she's had, she looks like somebody who's had 20 plus fights.
Yeah, well, look, we're moving right along, and there's a reason why she came to me, and then we're working together, and it's a good fit. I mean, there's good chemistry. I love the way she works, and she's extremely talented, and she's a hard worker, and that's what I expect from my boxers, to be hard workers. The hard workers to be to give it their all. Look, I'm getting her to settle down a little bit more, make her punches count. You probably noticed that in her last couple fights. A couple fights ago, she got a knockout. This last fight, she won by unanimous decision. But I think you were still able to see a difference in her style with her, going to the body more than ever before, and just being aggressive. And it's professional boxing. That's what people want to see. So people want to see good, exciting fighters. I'm trying to get her to be an exciting fighter, a fan-friendly fighter. So people can, support women boxing. You know what I mean? I think women in boxing right now, I think it's just great. It reminds me of the old days with Christy Martin and Lucia Riker and Layla Ali and so forth. You know what I mean? And now, today, we're experiencing that once again. So I'm excited for women in boxing.
I'm a big fan of Christy Martin. How do you think she would have fared in this era with her knockout power?
Oh man, it would have been great. I mean, and then we're eager to see. I mean, there's some talented females out there. Don't get me wrong. I mean, I also work with Michaela Mayer. She'll be fighting September 10th in London, so I'm excited for that. It's an all-women card with Clarissa Shields being the main event. It's gonna be great. I mean, it's I'm happy to be part of it. I'm excited for all the girls out there that are making a lot of noise, and I like to see them get paid and fight in big cards such as the one on September 10th at the O2 Arena.
Definitely. Just a couple of other subjects, Manny. Anthony Joshua, so you've been against him in the opposite corner. He's got Robert Garcia on side now. I spoke to a few coaches in the recent weeks, Peter Fury, Dominic Ingle. Both of them have been quite against the idea of having two trainers. They feel one voice is enough and two can complicate things. Yeah. What's your opinion on that, and how do you think Robert, obviously Robert, will be dealing with the whole, him and working alongside Angel?
Yeah, I think it's great, man. I think I have nothing but real most respect for Angel. Angel's a good friend of mine, and he calls me from time to time. We're on the phone, and obviously Robert. What can I say? Robert's a very good friend of mine, and he's a very talented boxing coach. And what he's bringing to the table is experience. Yeah, I don't think he's pushing any trying to push anybody to the side. I don't, we're here for the fighter. I'm sure Robert, with his experience, he's here for Joshua. He's not here for himself. You know what I mean? And he's got nothing but again, nothing but the utmost respect. Got nothing but a wealth of experience, and that's what Joshua needs in that corner, right? I believe you're going to see a different fighter this time around. I believe you're going to see a more aggressive Anthony Joshua, as he should have been the first time. Use his size and his strength to walk his opponent down, and also obviously Usyk. You'll also be able to see a different Usyk from the first fight. Both teams are making adjustments, but I definitely support the fact that Robert's here and that he's going to make a huge difference in Joshua's game plan or style.
Do you think he'll be able to add enough for AJ to turn the result the other way around?
Let's hope so. Anything can happen. It's boxing, man. At this level, anything can happen. It doesn't get any bigger than this. This is a 50-50 fight. You know what I mean? Anybody can win. Usyk can come out there and, fight a different fight and come out on top again. But we expect that from Joshua. We expect to see a different fighter this second time around. So, yeah, I'm supporting boxing. You know what I mean? I support the fact that we're here in Saudi Arabia and on such a great event, such a great card. It doesn't get any bigger than this.
And last question, Andy Ruiz himself, he's posted videos and pictures. It seems like he's lost a lot of weight again. What do you know about him? Are you still in touch with him? And how do you see his fight with Luis Ortiz going?
I think it's going to be a great fight. I mean, that's another great fight. I think it's going to be an exciting fight for us boxing fans. They're giving us what we want, and I think the Ortiz and Andy Ruiz, it's going to be nothing but fireworks. As you said, Andy's looking good. He's looking sharp. He's looking in great shape, and I've said this once and I'll say it again, man. There's no doubt in my mind that Andy can become a world champion again. It wasn't a coincidence, for them people, naysayers and doubters out there. Andy's he's a real deal. When he prepares himself and he's in the gym as he's doing so now, and he's really putting in the work, there's no doubt in my mind that he can come out on top. September 4th, and then possibly get a shot at the world title again, and maybe come out on top. I mean, and Andy Ruiz is that good, man.
Definitely is. Do you think he will have learned his lesson from obviously ruining things probably himself? Not living the lifestyle straight after winning all the titles.
He understands that now. Yeah, I wish he could have understood that back then, but he understands that now. He's a more mature fighter now, and he's talented, and I expect, I wish him nothing but the best.
Manny, thank you so much for your time and all the best Saturday night.
You got it. Thank you.